This is Cluby. I want to talk to you about how I store stuff that I have listed on my two eBay accounts. But here we go. First rack got a lot of. This first shelf it's completely full of post office boxes and stuff that whatever I need, everything that I will need for shipping stuff out through post office. And I also use it to hang clothes on after I come back from a thrift store that I need to process, which I'll probably do here tonight. Go through and check them, see if they got any stains or whatnot, or if they do, then I'll throw them in a pile. I got a big huge pile that I'm behind on clothes that have stains. That's the only bad part about bag sales and thrift stores and stuff. You get a lot of clothes with stains. But then here's my my second rack. And then it's full, and then put you kind of a little bit of everything, just whatever I can toss on there. But that's on my second, or everything on my second store there. But my first store, I got clothing. On my second store, just literally whatever, anything. If it's clothing related, it goes on my first store. Literally everything else that I come across, it goes on my second store. So then then there's like my mannequin arms and stuff. I use the top of that shelf to just set them up there so I don't have to keep bending over. And then which I got are big huge photo lights, and I actually got a big paper, or big photo paper. And what I did, I used to have the stands and everything to come up and connected to the bar up there, but it actually, all that fell over one day and broke. And then it was always in the way. So what I did, I just connected it like that to the wall, and it works a lot better. Now I don't have actually all those big tall stands and stuff. Now they're not in the way, so now I got more room. But here's my clothing pile that I'm behind in on. It has stains that I need to still try to clean and go through. But so, and then then got three big or photo lights, and then there's my computer, or one of my computers, I guess. I got a few, but then there's my scale. There's actually the table I used to take and box everything up and throw it on the scale and weigh it and everything. But that's what I use that table for. But and a few other products that I have listed. Another shelf. Then I got go in here and turn my room, which half my room, it's completely filled with clothing. I got, like I said, I think almost 1,000 pieces of clothing, but I don't know if anybody. But what I do, I got racks on the wall that screwed to the wall. So here they are. But so I can get between them two racks on the wall here, I can get right at about 400, a little over 400 pieces of clothing. From there down, each one of them bars is 8 foot, and then it works out that basically then the last part I can take an the third 8-footer and cut it in half and everything, but just simple, just so gives me extra place, which and then probably next week I'm gonna start filling up that wall. Go to the hardware store and get some of that closet. It actually gets closet rod, but 8-foot you can get it, I think, like $20-some at, and then plus like almost $4 each one of those little deals there. So I think $35 for two of them. Got an 8-foot rod or clothes hanger, so it's a lot cheaper than like first I started out buying, or actual those, and which they only hold like 100 piece of clothing, but with wheels on them, but I can move them around, but they're like $60. So, but and then I got my closet full, so, or half of it's full, so got about 100 in there, but so yeah, I guess I got 2 of the roller or clothes racks, but so in the middle of, and here's more stuff, just hadn't or got it listed, but and then I don't know if anybody does it, but I put tags on those, so, and then I put a number on each one, so every one will have a, but you can go, I think, go to Walmart and buy them. They ain't very much, but I put numbers on there, so each one's numbered, so I know exactly where it's at. So it takes me like 20 seconds to find or anytime an item is sold, of clothing, it takes me like 20 seconds to find it. So I always write the numbers down, put it in my bottom of my listing, so it's definitely a must to be able to find your clothing or find your inventory after you sell it. So, or when I first started in it, I had 100 pieces, and I'd have to go through each item. And then I had one time I actually sent I had 2 of the shirts that was identical, but the size one was a large and the other one was an extra large. So, and I accidentally shipped out the wrong size to the customer. So then I started doing that. So, and after that, I'll say just whatever. I mean, don't have to use do what I do, but it's just something you just got to make sure you have some kind of way to be able to find the inventory quick. Because if you got to spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes finding a shirt, you know, like going through everything, then it just wastes lots of time. So then but if you have any questions or anything, or, you know, just leave them a comment and I'll get back with you, and I'll try to answer everybody. But if there's any videos or anything you want me to or show on what I do, but I guess I've been selling for 3 years now, but full time. But so if you like this, just leave or any comments, or just like it, and then if you want, you can subscribe, and then I want hopefully just started up this video, started up this YouTube channel, so hopefully here next I can get at least 3 to 4 videos a week out. So, well,